Welcome back to Sports Beyond Cancer. Here, I am Saurav Vittalmurthy, and we are here from the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2026. We are into the 22nd match of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2026, and the game between it's a Group B clash today between Ireland and Oman, and Oman opting to bowl first and putting Ireland into bat, and Ireland have just crossed 200 runs of 18.2 overs. 200 for 5, 18.2 overs. I mean, at one stage they looked 64 for 4. I mean, 64 for 4 at one stage, and then a 101 partnership between Gareth Delany and Lorcan Tucker. I mean, Lorcan Tucker, the wicket keeper for today, beg your pardon, he's the wicket captain and the wicket keeper for today, leading the team from the front today. He's played an unbeaten knock of 86. He's still out there in the middle. He can still go out to get a century there. He's on 86 of 47 balls, and he was well supported by Gareth Delany. Gareth Delany, what a knock! 56 runs of 30 balls. An absolute spectacle there by Gareth Delany too. He was wonderful. Especially batting with a strike rate of 186.67, and he managed to put up 56 runs of 30 balls, and that's how the scenarios are out there in the Sinhalese Sports Club in Sri Lanka in Colombo. And this time he goes inside out. Tucker, he's not stopping today. He is gonna smash all the bowlers today, and he's gone over the cover region. That'll be a boundary for Tucker. He moves into the 90s here. That's been a wonderful knock here, and that's a captain's knock here coming in from the wicketkeeper batter here, and he's looked lethal tonight. A wonderful shot over the covers. No one stopping there. It was meant to be hit, and that's gone the boundary ropes. 4 runs there for Lorcan Tucker. 205 for 5 after 18.3 overs. That's the scenario out there in the middle. The run rate 11.08, and Ireland 205 for 5 of 18.3. How much more can they get here? Can Tucker get to a century here? Jatinder running into bowl. This time he scoops outside the off stump and tries to scoop the ball. He shuffles across the off stump and he tries to scoop the ball over the fine leg region, but the ball going straight to the fielder there in the fine leg region, and the batters can only scamper for a quick single there. And 101 run partnership there between Gareth Delany and Lorcan Tucker. And since the dismissal of Gareth Delany, Lorcan Tucker out of nowhere has taken the game apart. He's managed to score 31 runs in the last 8 balls. I mean, that's simply impressive. The current partnership, 41 of the last 11 balls. 41 runs coming off the last 11 balls. I mean, take about... That's been beautiful last 2 overs for Ireland here. This time, a wide full toss, and Dockrell this time, he will also join the party. He hits a long 6 towards the side screen. That will be a 6 there for Dockrell. What a start. He joins the party too. Ireland are taking the Oman bowlers apart today. Wonderful shot. A gift on offer. Full toss, slow full toss in the arc, and Dockrell going straight down the wicket. And he accepting the gift from the bowler there, smashing it towards the side screen. 83 meter 6 there for Dockrell, and Ireland 212 for 5 with 7 balls to go. This time a half volley outside the off stump, and he drives it towards the fielder there in the long off region, and the batters there coming for the second run. Good running there between the batters, and that'll be the end of the over. Jatinder has been expensive. 2 overs, none for 14, and after the end of the 19th over, Ireland 214 for 5. What a game this has been. Lorcan Tucker, he's on 91. He'll be on strike. Can he get to 100 here? This will be a much deserving 100. He's the captain of the Ireland cricket team today, and he's been leading the team from the front. At one stage they were 64 for 4, or 64 for 64 for 4 after at the end of the 8th over, and then Tucker and along with Delany played a gem of a partnership there. 101 run partnership of just 56 balls, and then since Delany was caught by Ashish Oredra by the ball of Shah Faisal, the partnership was broken there, and since then these two guys have managed to score 49 of the last 2 overs. 49 runs coming just off the last 2 overs. I mean, that's some immense batting there. A great final onslaught by Ireland there. 49 runs coming off the last 2 overs, and they have taken Ireland way beyond 210 now. They are 214 for 5. We still know what to go. That's some incredible hitting out there, especially the last over, coming 21 runs coming off the last over, and the previous over bringing in 26 runs, and the over before that, the 17th over, bringing 18 runs. They have just taken the charge onto the Ireland bowlers here. This time, Sufyan has been given the responsibility to bowl the final over here. He's bowled 1 over, none for 14, and he'll be running into bowl the last over for Oman here. Can Tucker get to 100 here? He deserves this 100 here. He's played the knock of his lifetime. He's batted wonderfully here. He will be eager to get to the 3-figure mark here. So will all the cricketing fans be hoping that Tucker gets to that mark there. Sufyan running in from around the wicket. This is a low full toss outside the off stump. He drives it towards the long off fielder. The batters will come back for 2 runs there. That's some poor fielding there in the deep. The batters scampering for 2 runs there, and the long off probably a little bit lapsed in concentration, and the batters capitalizing that, and the 50-run partnership between this pair. 51 runs coming off the last 15 balls. Take a bow. What a knock. 51 from 160. Suddenly they are at 216, and they are looking to go somewhere close to 225 now. The Gareth Delany fell for at the 17th over at 165 for 5, and he goes for the scoop shot, doesn't get good contact on the bat there, only goes towards the short fine leg fielder there. Tucker is not happy. He'll cross over for 1 run there. He shuffled across the off stump and tried to scoop it over the fielder there, the short fine leg, but only managing to hit it towards the short fine leg fielder there, and that will be just 1 run there. 4 more balls to go, and Tucker is still off strike. Now, can he get to 100? He's on 94, beg your pardon. 217 for 5, 19.2 overs. Here comes in Sufyan running in from around the wicket. This time wide outside the off stump. Wonderfully bowled Yorker there, and that's been squeezed back to the bowler. That will be a dot ball. Well, this is getting intense here. Every cricketing fan in the world would want Tucker to get to the 3-figure mark. He's batted wonderfully. He's put in all the efforts. He definitely deserves the 3-figure mark there. Wonderfully bowled, executed a Yorker length delivery wide outside the off stump, coming in from around the wicket there. Dockrell, 17 of 6. Can he give the strike back to Tucker? Sufyan running in from around the wicket, and he's bowled a leg cutter, but Dockrell goes aerial deep into the mid-wicket region. The ball sails over the ropes. That will be 6 there. That will be a huge 6 there for Dockrell. 223 for 5. He's not looking about the personal records here. So should be the captain, Tucker, and rightfully Dockrell going for the big hit. It was a leg cutter, and it was in the hitting arc, and he goes with the line. A big 6 there over the deep mid-wicket region. That will be an 80-meter 6 for Dockrell here. 2 more balls to go. Can he give a single to Tucker here? This time he goes aerial once again. And he gets yet another 6. The ball will sail over the long on fielder there. That will be 1 more 6 here for Dockrell. Unfortunately, Tucker will be stranded on 94 with just 1 ball to go. That's extremely unfortunate. Tucker would be stranded on the other end of the wicket, and he's on 94 with just 1 ball to go. But nevertheless, Dockrell's batting wonderfully today. He's managed to score about 29 runs from 8 balls. What on earth is he doing there? He was wonderful. This player has put up around 65 runs in the last 60 runs, around 65 runs of the last 3 overs. This time wide outside the off stump, half volley, and this time he once again smashes it over the sweeper cover region there. 3 sixes to complete the innings. What a end to this innings. 21 runs once again coming off this over. 71 runs coming off the last 19 balls. Take a bow, gentlemen. 71 runs coming off the last 19 balls. That's what this pair has put out there in the middle. The partnership between this pair is 70 out of the 19 balls. What a wonderful partnership, with Dockrell scoring 35 of 9 and Tucker scoring 34 of 10. What power hitting there by the Irish batters out there in the middle. I mean, 70 runs coming off the last 75 runs coming off the 70 runs coming off the last 19 balls, and they have taken the game apart here from Oman here. What a knock by the captain, wicketkeeper Lorcan Tucker. He's batted beautifully, extremely under pressure. At one stage, they look like the 66 for 4. Let's have a look at the scorecard there. And here you go. So they looked at 66 for 4, and then walks in Gareth Delney and joins in Lorcan Tucker, and they'll build a partnership of 101 of 56 balls. What a knock under pressure, and they stabilize the innings, and they bring the score to 165 for 5 at the end of the 17th over. 3 overs to go. They would have imagined to get somewhere close to 180 or 190. And then comes in George Dockrell, and suddenly Lorcan Tucker shifts his gears, and he smashes. Lorcan Tucker smashing 34 balls of the next 10 balls he faces, and Dockrell smashing 35 of the next 9 balls he faces, and of the 19 balls they face, they managed to put up 70 runs on the board in the last 3 overs. That's some immense power hitting. That's some immense onslaught, and the Oman players will definitely not be happy with that. What a wonderful batting display by the Irish batters out there today. So that's the end of the story in the first innings, and Ireland have put up 235 for 3 on board, and that should be a tough asking for Ireland, especially tough asking for Oman, especially with the way Ireland have a good lineup of bowlers there, and this is going to be an exciting contest. Wonderful start to the day again. The 22nd game of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2026, and once again it's been taken away by a storm. It would have been extremely fortunate if Tucker could have got yet a couple of balls to get to the 3-figure mark, but unfortunate there. But nevertheless, he's played a gem of an ox. 94 not out of 51 with a strike rate of 184.31. Gareth Delney, I mean, what power hitting there. 30 balls, 56 runs, and 186.67. Nevertheless, Ireland showing that they bat deep, and they have a lot of power hitters down the line too, with the likes of George Dockrell coming into the middle in the last 3 overs and scoring 35 of 9 balls. That's some big batting out there the Irish have in the tank. So with that said, after being put into bat by Oman, Ireland have managed 235 for 5 at the end of the 20th over. With that said, the target will be 236 for Oman. Let's see what they make of the chase. And to all the gentlemen who have just joined in, thank you for joining into Sports Beyond Cancer. This is Saurav Vittalmurthy. Hope you have hit the subscribe button, because that's what provides us hope, especially during this battle with cancer, especially the battle with 5th cancer, and that will give me the hope to continue this on a long-term basis and work towards it, and channelize my energy and divert my life around it amidst all the chaos here. So please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. So that's the scenario out there. Ireland 235 for 5 after 20 overs. Lorcan Tucker not out on 94. This is the second highest score by the captain in the ICC Men's T20 World Cup. The highest was Chris Gayle against India in 2010, 98. And Lorcan Tucker today versus Oman, 94 not out. And in the third place, it's Rohit Sharma versus Australia in 92 runs. So Lorcan Tucker making a history here. He's batted beautifully. The way he started his innings, pacing it perfectly. Didn't try to accelerate right from the word go, because they were staring at 66 for 4. 1 or 2 wickets there, and they could have crumbled somewhere close to 130, 140. And he was sensible enough. And as soon as he dons the captain's hat, he played a gem of a knocks. I mean, wonderful leading the team from the front, and he batted sensibly. And then George Delney came in the other end, and he released some pressure of Lorcan Tucker's back, with George Delney taking the responsibility of taking those calculated risks. And once Gareth Delney was dismissed for 56 at 165 for 5 at the end of the 17th over, and when he realized that we are now in a safe position, Lorcan Tucker taking it on from there, he charged and smashed 34 runs of the next 10 balls. And George Dockrell at the other end said that I'm not going to play second fiddle here. Let me use the long handle too. And he scored 35 runs of the last. He scored 35 runs of 9 balls with a strike rate of 388.89. George Dockrell take a bow, and he even smashed the last 3 balls of the innings for Three beautiful sixes. I mean, that definitely brought the Irish fans onto the toes. They were cheering, especially with the way they ended the innings with such high momentum, and they will definitely ride high, especially with the momentum when they come back to defend the target there. I mean, three sixes, and the Oman bowlers and the camp definitely looked dejected. 19 the last three balls of the innings being smashed over the park by Josh Dockrell, and that was a 21 run over, and so it took Ireland to 235 for 5. So let's have a look since the fall of beg your pardon. 16.5 was the over when Gareth Delney fell, and since then they had an 18 run over, a 26 run over of Mohammad Nadeem, and then a 21 run over of Jatinder Ramanandi, and then in the end 21 run over of Sufyan Mahmood. Sufyan Mahmood bowled three good balls in the last over. The first three balls were extremely good, giving away only 3 runs, and the last 3 balls gone for 18 runs. They're 21 runs, and Ireland will be 235 for 5 after the end of the 20th over, and the target now 236 for Oman. What can Oman do here? This is a big clash in the Group B encounter, especially with Zimbabwe beating Australia, and the things have definitely had a tectonic shift in this table. Sri Lanka riding high with 2 wins from 2 games, just like Zimbabwe winning 2 wins from 2 games there, and it needs to be seen how Zimbabwe goes on to play against Ireland and Sri Lanka. Those 2 games could be extremely crucial from Zimbabwe's perspective. They managed to keep the threat away from Australia and defeat Australia by 23 runs last evening, and today, and they will be keen to turn up their performances against Ireland, and especially the host nation Sri Lanka when they take on Sri Lanka on the February 19th. Nevertheless, Ireland will be has already seen the big giants. I mean, they had poor games against the likes of Sri Lanka and Australia. They still have Oman and Zimbabwe. So the Zimbabwe versus Ireland match could be a crucial game in this table. That could be a crucial game. That could be a decent fight there, which could decide the fortunes, especially of Zimbabwe. And Oman have played 2 and lost 2, and today they look like this is going to be a tough asking for them. This is going to be a tough chase for them, and 236 to win on this wicket. They would have to bat sensibly. They would have to take on the bowlers right from the word go at the Sinhalese Sports Club in Colombo. This is going to be a tough asking for Jatinder and his boys. They would have to come in hard and start hitting right from the word go, especially in the power play. They would have to aim to go somewhere around 60 to 70 runs, and with a fall of just 1 or 2 wickets. That's the way they need to go in this chase here. The Ireland camp will be extremely happy. Lorcan Tucker donning the captain's hat today, and he's made a wonderful knock there. 236 is the target set out there for a common camp here. Lorcan Tucker 94. Unfortunate for him not to miss out on the 100 here. A couple of more balls, he would have fancied 100 there, but Josh Dockrell, the last 3 balls, I definitely thought he would be taking a single back to the skipper there, but personal records can be kept aside because this is a World Cup. Every single run, every single 6 matters here, because sometimes you've always seen in the games like this, especially in the group stages, the net run rate comes into play out of nowhere, and sometimes that could be the key factor from you not making it to the next stage. So absolutely a mature decision there by Josh Dockrell, and he's smashing the last 3 balls for 6, and a wonderful stuff there, and taking Ireland to 235 for 5 for the fall of 5 wickets in the quarter of 20 overs. To all the new listeners who have joined us, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I hope you're enjoying the commentary, and please do drop in your comment. Who do you think will be the player of the match, or who do you think is going to win today? Or let us know, who are you rooting for today, either Ireland or Oman? What are your thoughts? Please drop in your comments in the chat box so that we can have a discussion. We can have something to discuss about. It's going to be a good contest. Ireland are definitely having the upper hand. I mean, not just by a margin, but they're having a big upper hand going into the second innings. Let us know your thoughts there. Please, please, please drop in your thoughts in the comment section. Drop in your thoughts in the comment box, because that will give me a motivation to fight against my battles with cancer, and then to come out with a strong motivation factor to wake up every single day and to come back and provide you sports journalistic style sports commentary live streaming, not some meme creator or not some people who are doing derogatory commentary and mocking the players in the name of live streaming and sports commentary. It's pretty frustrating to see them get all the views, the ones who will mock the players and ridicule the players and create the memes, and it's pretty. What's more frustrating is the number of viewership they get, and the number of viewers who call themselves as sports fans and going and watching those channels and laughing at the players being mocked. So definitely nothing of that sort here. We are here to promote positivity through sports. We are here to promote community development through sports. We are here to bring you sports in its truest spirit's form, to respect the players, to respect the game, and to cover the games and promote sports participation and sports accessibility to the youngsters across the community, so that more people get involved into sports and more people start building a life around sports and learn the discipline and everything else that goes around the sports, so that we celebrate sports on this channel. So that is me here, Saurav Vittalmurthy from Sports Beyond Cancer, a former journalist from India and New Zealand who's covered major leagues across India and New Zealand, and currently, unfortunately, because of my fifth fight with cancer since the past 2.5 years, I've been bedridden. And now that I've entered the remission phase, I've taken the luxury to start something new on YouTube. And YouTube is pretty new to me. The tools are pretty new to me. So I'm just on the learning curve. So please help me reach that 500 subs mark, so that I can invest in some tools and make it better. And also that it will give me a purpose to wake up every single day, because I know I have the back of you people who want to listen to the journalistic style sports commentary. So here you go, that's me, and thank you for being here on the Sports Beyond Cancer. So please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and stay tuned for more action by hitting the bell icon. So this time Ireland straight away starting the attack with spinner there. Humphries has been introduced into the attack. That will be a dot ball to start off, and Amir and Jatinder are the openers for Oman here. Humphries, the ball to Amir, and he drives it through the cover region. A diving effort in vain there from the cover fielder, but a good shot there was flighted outside the off stump, and he goes with the drive along the line all through the ground, and Amir will get a 4 runs there. Good start there for Oman, and they should definitely be positive with their intent. They shouldn't look at the scorecard. 235, that could be a psychological block in the head. Just play your shots and keep the scoreboard ticking and ensure you get somewhere close to 12 to 13 runs an over. That should do the trick for Oman here. Wonderfully bowled outside the off stump. The ball angling into the batter, and he taps it towards the cover region. That will just be a dot ball. Singles there for Amir there. Oman skipper taking his guard there out in the middle. He's yet to face a ball. The Omans will be opening that they get a good start, especially in the power play. That could set the stage for the middle phase of the game. They would be hoping to get somewhere around 60 runs or 65, somewhere close to that, with the loss of 1 or no wickets there by the end of the 6th over there. So 5 for no loss after 0.3 overs. The target 236, and Humphries into his 4th ball of his first over here. Jatinder Singh yet to face his first ball. He's having a looking at the field there. Can he produce the magic of a knock here and lead the team from the front here? This time he's changed the bowling into the batter there, and the ball pitching on the outside the off stump and turning away from the batter. That was an edge there, just going past the diving fielder in the slip quadrant, and the ball slowly racing away towards the 3rd man boundary. That was a lucky shot. Jatinder Singh wouldn't be happy with the way he got off the mark, but a wonderful ball bowled by Humphries here, flighted in the air. He tossed it up and wonderfully pitching just outside the off stump and turning away from the batter and getting the edge and going into the 3rd man region for boundary run, 4 runs there. This time Jatinder goes in for the reverse sweep. He's not got a good connection on it. He's hit it high in the air, and the short 3rd man fielder is interested. He's running back towards the catch, and he puts in a dive, and the ball out of his grasp there. Couldn't get a hand onto the ball there, I presume, and the ball will just stop before the boundary as the point fielder cuts it off before the boundary, and that will just be true here. Humphries is not happy. With the fielder there. The batters coming back for 2 runs there. This time banged in shot A quicker one darted into the batter. He tries to cut it through the point region, but unfortunately, cutting it straight through the point fielder there. That will be a dot ball to end the over. So a decent start here for Oman here. 11 runs coming off the first over. They will be keen to get 11 to 12 runs an over every single over, and then take the game deep and see how things go from there. But for now, they would have to set some small targets, not think about the long game, not think about the 235 on the board. They need to think about somehow to get towards 65 in the first 6, and then take it into the middle phase, and then somewhere to get around 160 or 150 by the end of the 15th or 16th over, and then provide them an outside chance to take on the bowlers, and especially in the last phase of this game, and see how they can produce a moment of magic in the end by taking on the bowlers and counter-attacking the bowlers in the last phase of this game. So Amir into the attack this time. Banged in shot, poor delivery there. That was banged in extremely short, and it was into the body of Amir, and Amir wouldn't miss out on that. He goes for the pull shot, and that will be a 6 runs in the deep square leg region. A wonderful shot for Amir. Not a win, not a good sign for Adair. He's been welcomed with a 6. He's been smashed off his first ball of the spell. 71 meter 6 there for Amir there. And the Oman fans are happy. They need to support the team despite the 235. Don't look at the numbers. Just take it phase by phase. First 6 overs get to 65. And then we can plan for the middle phase, and then leave the rest for the last phase of the game. So that should be the scenario here, because the number psychology can sometimes make the batters play some false shots. So play according to the situation, play according to your short-term goals. So that should be the mindset. Amir now ready to face Mahadir, and he's just tapped it towards the point fielder there, and good call there from Jatinder. He's sprinted towards the batting end, keeper's end, and that will be 1 run there for Amir. Good running between the wickets. Oman well within the stage. They start to believe. 18 for no loss after 1.2 overs. And they should definitely not lose their hopes. Looking at the scorecard there, I know they would be pretty devastated, especially how the last 3 overs went. 70 runs coming off the last 3 overs. 7-0, you heard it right. 70 coming off the last 19 balls. That's why Ireland have scored 236. Put up 235 on board today. And here is Adair running in to bowl to Jatinder. This time he steps out, and it was short of a length delivery. It was climbing on the batter, and he cuts it towards the backward point region. That will just be 1 run there for the Oman captain there. To all the listeners who joined us, thank you for tuning into Sports Beyond Cancer. This is Saurav Vittalmurthy, a former sports journalist, now covering trying to cover sports games virtually because of my battle with my 5th cancer. But luckily I've entered remission after 2.5 years now, so that gives me the liberty to find some time and do this YouTube streaming for you. This is extremely new for me, so I'm just on the learning curve. So please help me out and provide me the right feedback, and also engage in the chat box so that it doesn't feel like I'm just talking to a camera, so that it feels like I have some engagement and I'm also talking to someone and speaking out to someone out there. So please drop in your thoughts in the chat box. Who are you rooting for today? Who are you supporting today? And also you can give a feedback of my commentary here so that I try to improvise it, I try to work on it. So please drop in your thoughts there. So that's the story out there in the middle. Ireland putting up 235 courtesy a wonderful knock by Tucker with the partnership of he built a 100-run partnership with Delaney, and then Dockrell coming in the end and smashing the bowlers apart as they put up 70 runs from the last 19 balls. Good change of pace there from 109.8 clicks on that. Ireland yet to get a win against the name in this tournament. They are placed 4th in the Group B, and they will be eager to get some winning points here. Zimbabwe winning against Australia has completely turned the table here. This could be an interesting table here henceforth, going ahead from here. And this time a slower ball outside the off stump, and Amir slices it. Doesn't get good connection onto the bat, and the bat flying over the short third man fielder, but will be cut down at the rope by the fielder in the deep. That'll just be 1-2 runs there for the batter there. After the end of the second over, Ireland, beg your pardon, Oman 21 for no loss, and they are well within this stage, just getting their 10 runs on over, but they should be aiming somewhere to get around 12 to 13 or 14 runs on over, especially in the power play, especially when the ball is hard and the ball is coming on to the bat, so they should be eager to get somewhere close to 10, 12 to 14 runs on over. 235 is a big target to chase at the Sinhalese Sports Club, but at the rate which they are going, they should be continuing the game. And Lorcan Tucker, what a knock, what a captain's knock today. Absolutely wonderful to watch. And then Delaney playing a gem of a knock there to support his captain there. And then comes in Dockrell, a 9-ball cameo, 9-ball stint. Unbeaten 35 of 9 balls. What a wonder. This time Jatinder goes for the reverse sweep. Humphreys, and he's been wrapped onto the pads, and the umpire doesn't hesitate. He's directly straight away raised his finger there, and he has been urged. LBW, leg before the wicket, and Jatinder has a word with Amir if he has to take the review, but Amir saying that was plumb, and Jatinder making the long whack back towards the pavilion, and Humphreys getting the first breakthrough for Ireland here. The ball was angled into the wicket, and Jatinder in no position to play the reverse shot, and he went for the reverse shot, reverse sweep, and didn't get any bat on the ball there, and the ball was low on the batter, and it struck him straight onto the pads, and he has to dismiss Jatinder Singh. Just 7 runs of 5 balls. That is going to be a big wicket for Ireland. Jatinder Singh can be devastating and deadly on a given day, and a wrong choice of shot selection there. Poor judgment in choice selection there from Jatinder. The ball was angling in, and he wanted to go against the line, against the turn, and he goes for the reverse sweep, and he has been caught plumb, and that will be the end of the Canadian Oman skipper here. 21 for 1 after 2.1 overs. Humphreys picking up his first wicket of the afternoon. Beg your pardon. The Irish fans are happy in the stands. No wonder they have been on the toes since Dockrell and Delaney came to the wicket and changed the fortunes for them. What one partnership can do to a game, even if it's a T20 game. 100-run partnership there. Wonderfully setting up this big total here. And this time Ashish will be off the mark. The ball angling into the batter there, and he tucks it away towards the short square leg region, and the batters will comfortably cross over for a single there. 22 for 1, 2.2 overs, the target 236. How much more can Oman get in this power play? This is an extremely big chase. The run rate is extremely high here. 12.11 already the required run rate. A change of field for Humphreys there. He has a word with the skipper, and some fine tuning in the field placement there. Once again, he's back to his run up. The ball to Amir. Can Amir take the charge onto the bowler there? And it's a good length delivery, angling into the batter. He taps it towards the backward point fielder there, and that'll just be 1 run to the batter there. This time straying down the leg from Humphreys, and the ball, and the batter going for a sweep, completely missing the line and length of the ball, and that'll just be a wide ball there. 24 for 1, 2.3 overs, the target 236, and the required run rate steeply climbing, close to 12.5 now, 12.17 now, beg your pardon. 24 for 1 after 2.3. Ashish to face Humphreys, as Humphreys runs into bowl to him. A well-flighted delivery, angling into the batter, and Ashish wanted a single there, but he's been sent back by Amir, and a wonderful fielding there. A lower A throw by Tector there. Has the wicket keeper dislodged the bails? Is this going to be a run out? This is going to be crucial. A wonderful, wonderful throw there from the fielder there. And he's probably managed to dismiss Ashish there. That's a poor, poor running there. He just taps the ball in front of the cover and starts to run there. But an underarm throw from the fielder running in from the cover region. Tector, all in one single motion. He dives, picks up the ball and throws the ball all in one single motion into the hands of the keeper. And the keeper managing to hold the ball and dislodge the bails. This should be out. This should be out, I reckon. And this could be a big, big wicket here. Ashish going away cheaply, I guess. The third umpire under the scanner. He's having a look at it. Was there clean collection by the keeper there? He's just having a look at if there was some clean connection by the keeper there as he tries to whip the bails away. This is going to be a poor, poor running between the wickets by Ashish. Tapped it in front of the cover region and starts running. And there you go. The decision is out on the big screen there. That's been declared out. Ashish will have to depart. A wonderful piece of fielding out there by the Irish camp there. H. Tector, wonderfully. An underarm throw, all in single motion. The ball was tapped just in front of him. He dived towards the ball and in one motion in the air, he's thrown the ball, underarm flicked it to the keeper there, and the keeper wonderfully whipping the bails away, and Ashish just short of his crease here. He will have to walk back. A short stint out in the middle, and Oman are in deep trouble now. 24 for 2 after 2.4 overs. Ashish Oredra has been run out by Harry Tector here. Well, I hope you've hit the subscribe button on this channel, Sports Beyond Cancer, and I hope you've also clicked on the bell icon so that you stay notified about all the updates we bring to you. So thank you for doing it, and thank you for being an integral part of Sports Beyond Cancer here. So Hamad Mirza, the 27-year-old right-hand batter, is out there in the middle for Oman here. What can Oman do here? This is a big target to chase. Someone will now to build a huge partnership, just like Delaney and Tucker built a 100-run partnership there out in the middle. And a wonderful piece of fielding there from Tector on the previous delivery to run out Ashish there. So let's see how things goes. Thank you for your subscriptions, and please also get engaged in the chat box. I mean, the chat box is completely empty, and it feels frustrating because it feels like as I'm just talking to a camera and there's no one out there. So if you could please type in at least whom are you rooting for today, Ireland, or are you excited about the next games? You can talk in whatever you want in the chat box. Let us know your feedback. It could be positive feedback, negative feedback, because the negative feedback will definitely help me improve as a person. It will definitely be taken as a critical feedback, and it will help constructive feedback, and it will help me develop as a streamer, develop as a sports journalist, develop as a cricket content creator. So definitely the chat box is open. Please ensure to drop in your thoughts, because that will definitely motivate me to give my best, and it will make me feel like that I'm talking to a community and not just to a camera here. This time it was around the legs, and he sweeps it towards the short deep square leg region, and he's off the mark there. Mirza is off the mark there. So after the end of the 3 overs, 25 for 3, a good over there for Ireland. A breakthrough coming in the form of a run out here, and 25 for 2 after 3 overs. They require 211 more runs, and the run rate now climbing slowly towards 12.41 to be precise. So to all the viewers who just joined in, Oman earlier won the toss at the Sinhalese Sports Club today earlier this morning, and they opted to field first and put Ireland to bat. Ireland started slow, especially with Tim Tector and Ross Adair, and then suddenly they were at 45 for 3 and 64, and then they moved on to become 64 for 4 at the end of the 8th over, and then a 100-run partnership between Gareth Delaney, who scored 56 of 30, and Lorcan Tucker, who managed to carry his bat throughout the innings, 94 of 51 balls, and then George Dockrell, 9 balls, 35. A powerful cameo to provide the late onslaught. And just to tell you, the Irish managed to score 70 runs of the last 19 balls. You heard it right, 70 runs of the last 19 balls. Take about that ensured that they reached the wonderful score of 235. And here we are in the chase, and Oman already 2 down for 25 runs in 3.1 overs. 2.5 2.5 overs of power play left to go. How much can they get? How much more can they maximize with the this fielding restrictions? This time banged in shot, and he rocks back and taps it away, pulls it away towards the deep mid wicket field, deep mid wicket boundary region there. No chance for the fielder there from running back towards the boundary there. That'll be 4 runs there. Good shot there. Ahmed has got his first boundary of the afternoon. Can he continue to score a few more boundaries and take Oman to a better position here? They would definitely need a partnership of 60 to 70 plus here to stabilize the innings, to take the game deep here. Or can Ireland pick up early wickets and settle the game once for all? McCarthy into his third ball. The ball to Hamad here. He's running in from over the wicket. And this time wonderfully ball, and he even finds the outside edge. The ball going just wide of the short third man fielder there. It was in the air, but it was wide of the short third man fielder there. Lucky reply for the batter there, and the ball rolls down to the boundary in third man region and crashes into the advertising boards there. A lucky reply for Hamad there, but he wouldn't mind it. He will take the 4 into his stride. It was a beautifully bowled out swing delivery, pitching in good length and shaping away from the batter there, and he tried to drive through and completely early into the shot, finding the outside edge and the ball flying in the air, but luckily past the third man fielder there into the boundary there. This time wonderfully bowled, angling into the pads. Amir was interested for the single there. The ball was tapped towards the mid-wicket region, but Hamad rightfully denying the single there. That would have been suicidal once again, just like Ashish got run out in the previous over there. 33 for 2, 3.4. The run rate needs to be somewhere close to 10 and a half. Only then Oman can produce something of this match here. 33 for 2 of 3.4. The target 236. McCarthy. He's running in. McCarthy running in to bowl to Hamad here. And that is a bouncer out there. But was it too high? He has a look at the leg umpire, and the leg umpire says it's a legal ball, 1 for the over there. 33 for 2 after 3.5 overs. The target 236, and Oman in deep trouble here. They would have to build the partnership, not just calmly, but they would have to plan their innings here. Someone will have to take that calculated risk every single over, so that they get that 14 or 15 run every single over to keep the to be in the hunt today. So let's see how things goes. McCarthy this time banged it in short, and he's cut it towards the point region there, and misfield there from the fielder coming in from the third man region. He's managed to mistime his dive there, and I think it's probably slipped, and the ball rolling away into the boundary fence. That'll be 4 runs to end the over. And after the end of the 4th over, Oman are 33 for 2 after 4 overs. Beg your pardon. Adar is back into the attack for a second, and this time Abir, a lot of room outside the off stump. That was a full length delivery, and he goes over the infield there, and the ball running away towards the sweeper cover region for a boundary there. Amir is looking in good test today, and he's shown some positive intent out there. The ball was angled away from the batter, and it was a full length delivery, and he goes in with the drive, and he goes in over the fielder there in the cover region, and the ball was in the air, but it was well above the infield, and a couple of bounces before it goes into the boundary rope there. So 4 runs for Ireland and Oman there. This could be positive signs for Oman. Some hope there out there for the Oman boys. Adair running in. to Amir. This time from around the wicket. That's a bouncer there, and he hasn't managed to time it well. He's pulled it in the air, but lucky there, didn't time it well there. There was protection out there in the deep, and it'll just be on the bounce to him. And that's a lucky reply for Amir there. Wonderfully angled bouncer there into the batter. Amir going in for the pull shot, only managing to hit it high in the air. It was too high onto his bat, late into his shot, and Amir surviving a scare there. Aday running in this time, and this time a half tracker there, and Hamad will not miss on that half tracker outside the off stump, and he had all the time in the world to rock back and pull it and place it perfectly towards the cow corner region. One bounce into the boundary fence, 4 runs there. A beautiful shot. He shuffled his front leg across the off stump, and then he rocks back and pulls it towards the cow corner region. One bounce into the boundary fence, 4 runs there for Hamad. This time angles the ball into the pads, and he tucks it away towards the deep square leg region, and they'll be happy with just a single there. 47 for 2 after 4.5. I mean, they would be pretty happy with the score, but it's just that the fall of 2 wickets would be definitely hurting Oman here. Wickets extremely crucial, especially when you're chasing such a huge target. I mean, 1 wicket would have been fine, but 2 is a little bit more, considering the big target you have ahead of you. So let's see what happens in the next few overs. Once again, banged in shot, and Amir deciding to duck away and back away and leave it to the keeper there. He did not want to go for the extra full shot here, so that'll just be a dot ball. 47 for 2 for Oman here after 4.5 overs. Mark Adair running in for one last time in his second over. Can he get a wicket here? Can he get another wicket and put Oman into deep more trouble here? He is running in to bowl to Amir. Bangs it in short outside the off stump this time. Poor bowling there. Lot of width there with no protection out there in the deep, and he's managed to hit it over the point fielder and a couple of bounces, and the ball trickles down towards the boundary rope, and that'll be 4 runs to end the over, and Oman reaching 51 for 2 in 5 overs. They would be definitely happy with that score and run rate with they are going, especially in the power play. They would need few more hits like that. They would need few more risks to be taken like that, but the 2 wickets in the wickets column would be definitely hurting their cause. They would have fancied losing just 1 wicket or losing no wickets at all at this stage, because the target is 236. But nevertheless, Amir showing good intent out there. He's batting on 24 of 13 balls, and Hamza Mirza has been batting on 18 of 10. Is there a partnership brewing here? Just like the Irish had a wonderful partnership between the likes of Tucker and Delaney. Is this a partnership brewing here for Oman? Is this the partnership that will bring back some home to the Oman camp and the Oman fans and the Oman team there? So let's wait and watch what's going to happen here. You guys, please stay tuned and hit the subscribe button, and thank you for all the love and comments you have shown on this channel. So please drop in your comment in the chat box. Who are you rooting for today? Who are you supporting today? And what is your take on this game? Who's going to win it today? So with that said, Delaney, he has been given the ball. He was wonderful with the bat. Now he's come onto the ball. He's bowled it. A wonderful ball, turning in from the leg stump, and that will be just a single run. He taps it towards the mid-wicket region, and the batter's happy to take a single there. Gareth Delaney. Can Amir maximize this last over of the power play? 5 more balls to go this time. The ball was angled into the stumps. A well-flighted delivery, and he goes for the sweep. Beautifully played there, and he'll get yet another boundary here. Amir here taking the charge onto the Irish bowlers. He goes for the sweep shot, and the batter finding a boundary there. The ball was flighted in the air into the pads, and Amir Going across the stump and sweeping it to perfection, placing it to perfection right along the ground, and the ball rolling towards the backward deep square leg region for a boundary there. Beautiful, beautiful shot to start the over by Amir here. 5 runs coming off the first two. How many more can Oman get in this last 4 balls of the power play? This time, poor ball, banged it in shot. That was meant to be hit. A poor ball straying down the leg, banged in shot, and Amir doesn't get good connection. But despite that, he just managed to clear the fielder there, stationed in the deep square leg region, and that will be 6 runs for Amir. The bowler will definitely not be happy with the ball there. He dragged it and a lot of time and width on that, and he rocks back and smashes it over the fielder there, stationed in the deep square leg region, and the ball crashing straight away into the advertisement board, and that will be 6 runs. And the Oman fans in the stands are extremely happy. They are now out on the toes. They believe that this partnership could bring back some hope to them. 62 for 2 after 5.3 overs, 174 required from 87, and the current partnership now 38 of 17 balls. 3 more balls left in this power play. How many more can Oman get? Wonderfully ball this time outside the off stump, and Amir respecting the ball and just tapping it towards the backward point. Pick up in short third man region. He'll pick up a single there. 5.4 overs, 63 for 2. That's the situation out there in this contest, the 22nd game of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2026. If you are new to this channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. This is Saurav Vittalmurthy bringing you the live cricket content from on Sports Beyond Cancer. This time it was angling outside the leg stump and turning in from the leg stump, beg your pardon, and Hamad goes with the steep and fails to get good contact and hits it straight to the fielder there in the short fine leg region. Missed out opportunity there. This time wonderfully fully bowled. Once again he tucks it away towards the fielder there, and the short fine third man, short square leg fielder there, stationed back of square fielder there, fielding the ball, and that will just be a dot ball. 63 for 2. Just 12 runs coming off it. Nevertheless, at the end of the 6th over, definitely a good score for Oman here, especially in the power play. They are well within this contest here. Just the 2 wickets in the wickets column would be hurting them a lot, but nevertheless, 63 for 2. This partnership, 39 of 20. Can they carry it? Can they take it to somewhere 70 to 80 run partnership in the next 4 or 5 overs, and then take the game deep from there? So that would be extremely crucial. We have finished with the first phase of this chase. We'll be coming with the middle phase of this chase. This is going to be a crucial phase in the context of this game. Will this middle phase could either break or make the contest, or make the required parameters to bring the hope back to the Oman camp. So it can be anywhere. It could sway into anyone's way. It could go the Ireland way. It could go the Oman way. So extremely crucial this middle phase. I'm keenly waiting for the spell of George Dockrell. He's someone who's managed to impress me completely. I mean, he'll be riding high on confidence today, especially the way he's been bowling throughout the tournament with his left arm spin, and he'll be riding high on momentum, and he'll be riding high on adrenaline today, especially the way he batted today. I mean, 9 balls, 35 runs, and he and Lorcan Tucker managing to score about 70 runs in the last 3 overs. Extremely power hitting stuff there displayed at the Sinhalese Sports Club, and he'll be riding on a high, and extremely eagerly waiting for him to come on to bowl. I mean, this tournament has produced a lot of wonderful potential especially in regards to the left arm spin bowling department. I mean, simply out here. Being a wicket keeper myself, I mean, it's wonderful to see those left arm spinners bowling so wonderfully. Yesterday you saw Harmeet Singh bowling that wonderful spell there, and he's against Netherlands, and he picked up 4 runs for all for nothing. And then Ansh Patel from I think Canada, he bowling wonderfully there. And then you have George Dockrell, and then you have Mitchell Santner. He is the king of all. Mitchell Santner, he's been the leader, he's been the king of left arm spin bowling for the ages. And then Scalds there, and then Haider Ali for UAE. I mean, a lot of left arm spin bowlers in this mix in this ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2026, and it feels so good, especially when a spinner here performs in this batter dominated game, and it feels good when these guys perform wonderfully and bowl wonderfully and contribute to the team's success, making you realize that this can be the batter's game, but it's the bowlers who win you games here, especially in this format of this game too. So definitely a piece of appreciation here. So for the bowlers who give their heart out and bowl so wonderfully, and she's played wonderful spells here along this course of this tournament here. This time, Little is into the attack, and he bangs in short, and the batter rocks back and pulls it towards the deep square leg region. That'll just be one run there. Joshua Little is into the attack. He's putting a long hair this time, and he's into the attack as Amir pulls it towards the deep square leg region, and one run there. 64 for 2 after 6.1 overs. So that's the scenario out there. The target 236. Well, please, I'm requesting you viewers, drop in that one chat, drop in that one comment, so that we can start some engagement here, we can start some discussion here. Please do let us know at least whom are you rooting for today, or whom are you supporting, or who do you want to win today. Just drop your comment in the chat box. The chat box has been completely empty since we started this stream, so just requesting you to put that one comment there, or let us at least put your feedback on this channel here. So please feel free to drop the chat, because the chat will motivate me, hoping that as I will feel like I'm talking to some people and not just to my camera here. So please ensure you drop the chat here so that we can have some engagement and discussion here. 64 for 2, Little running in. This time wonderfully bowled, angling into the batter, and he taps it towards the bowler there. He should have flicked it. There he goes as he shadow practices his shot there, but that will be a dot ball there nevertheless. Still waiting for that first chat. Please drop in that first chat. That will definitely motivate us to continue this journey a long way. That will motivate us, because it would feel like there's someone out there listening to us, there's someone out there engaging in conversation with us, there's someone out there who wants to discuss sports with us. So please drop that chat. The chat box has been empty since the start of the stream here, so I hope you will be dropping chat pretty soon there. Little running in to bowl to Hamad this time wonderfully angled into the batter. He rocks back and tucks it away towards the deep mid-wicket fielder there, and the deep mid-wicket fielder running in towards the infield, and he'll releasing the ball back quickly to the batter there, to the keeper there, and that'll just be one run. Well, it seems like you guys are busy. No one is keen to drop in a chat, comment in the chat box there. Little running into bowl for the fourth time in this over. 171 required from 80. Can Ireland get a breakthrough here? The partnership is slowly trying to getting momentum here. This time a wide outside the off-stump ball there, and he sliced it straight through down the throat of the fielder there. Oh my God, he's dropped it. He's dropped a sitter there. That was cut straight down the throat towards the fielder stationed there in the backward point region, and a sitter dropped there. Hard palms, and the ball popping out of his palms there. Joshua Little doesn't seem to be happy. A wonderfully bowled delivery. The ball was climbing on the batter, and Amir going for the cut shot, and he's hit it straight towards the fielder there, but a dropped opportunity, a reprieve for Amir. How much more can Amir get today? He's got a reprieve now. He's already batting wonderfully, and with that the crossover, and that will be the end of the over, as Oman are 67 for 2, 66 for 2 after the end of the 7th over. Well. Thank you, Terence James 7078. Extremely appreciate your comment in the chat box there. Good morning. Good morning to you from Guyana. And this is good, sending you a good morning from India here. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're enjoying the cricketing World Cup, especially the way it's being shaping up from the last couple of days. I mean, Zimbabwe beating Australia, and then the game UAE. What a game that was. I hope you watched that game, the UAE versus Canada game. A lot of Wonderful, wonderful talents coming along the way. It's been a cricketing spectacle for all the cricketing fans. I hope you're enjoying this early morning on a weekend, watching this wonderful, wonderful game between Oman and Ireland on your TV screen or listening to our stream. Thank you for being a good sportsman and sports lover and tuning in so early in the morning to watch the live game in the ICC Men's T26 World Cup. It speaks volumes about you watching this game because it means that you want to support this game and support the sporting community. And wonderfully happy, extremely happy here to receive your comment in the chat box there. Delaney this time banks it in short into the wickets, and he cuts it towards the fielder there in the short third man region. That'll just be a dot ball there. Delaney was expensive, a little bit expensive in his first over, but he'll be keen to pick up a wicket there. Hamad now needs to get going. He's just 20 runs of 18 balls. Someone will have to take the extra risk. And this time the ball keeping low on the batter. He backs away towards the leg stump, and all he can do is tap it towards the cover fielder there, and that'll be a dot ball. 3 balls, just 2 runs. Someone will have to take the risk there. Can Hamad play the release shot here? Is he going for the big one? He is almost a run a ball on 20 of 19 balls. He will have to make a move here. The required run rate is climbing way close to 13 and a half, I guess. This time outside the leg stump, straying down the leg, goes for the sweep shot, and probably that might have hit his body along the way, and that will be a dot ball there. Let's have a look at the replay here. The ball wonderfully bowled outside the leg stump, and probably that was a glove there. That was a tough chance for the keeper, and that would be considered a dropped catch, but that is a tough asking. This time he cuts it, and a great effort there from the fielder. Once again, Tector diving towards his left in the cover region and stopping a well-deserved boundary there. The ball was banged in short, and a lot of width there, and he tried to hit it through the cover region, but Tector diving towards his left, putting in the full-fledged dive and stopping a boundary there. 4 dot balls on the trot, and Hamad will be kicking himself this time. Once again, wonderfully bowled. The ball turning in from the leg stump into the batter, and it hits his pad. That will be a dot ball. 5 dot balls in this over, and he will be extremely frustrated himself. Hamad here struggling out there in the middle to time the ball. Just 1 run coming off that over, ladies and gentlemen. Just 1 run coming off that over, and the pressure is now back on the Oman camp here, and the required run rate has now climbed to 14.08. Beautiful over there from Gareth Delaney, just giving away 1 run in the second over. A great comeback, especially after being smashed for 12 runs off his first over. So that's the scene out there in the middle. Oman requiring 169 of 72 balls. And to all the listeners who have joined us on Sports Beyond Cancer, this is Saurav Vittalmurthy, a former sports journalist who used to cover games from across the globe, especially India and New Zealand, right from the ground. I used to be a sports photojournalist, write reports and all those stuff, and unfortunately my 5th cancer made me sidelined for the past 2.5 years, and since the last 2.5 years I was bedridden and I could do nothing at all. But now I have happy news to share that I've entered remission, and as I entered the remission, I take this liberty to at least sit here at the comfort of my desk and do this virtually. I always wanted to be a sports journalist. I have lived the dream for many years, but unfortunately the last 2.5 years have been extremely disappointing. So here I am back this time, but this time virtually, and YouTube is something extremely new to me. So please forgive me if I'm not doing it the right way, because I don't have the right tools. I'm just on the learning curve, and that is the reason I want you to help me reach 500, because that is the time I can take this seriously and invest in some gear and invest in some technology. This time Josh Little, and he's bowled wide outside the off stump, and he's driven it wonderfully. That will go into the cover boundary region. 4 runs there for Amir here. He is looking promising here. He should capitalize on the drop catch, and he should make it big today for Oman here. He should give them the required hope they require, especially in this chase of 235 here. So that said, so that's the reason I'm covering it here from my home. So the 500 mark will help me to motivate myself, because that will give me a purpose to wake up despite the chaos that's been happening into my life. I know I've just entered remission. It's a long way to go. There's a couple of more plastic surgeries to come along the way, but nevertheless I've always stuck on to my hope, because sports was something that made me believe in this journey, because 5 cancers at the age of 33, and I was losing hope in life. I was losing hope in the universe and its ways. And then, but sports was something I stuck on to, because sports always spreads positivity. And that's the reason on this channel and in this stream, we don't do any cringe content. We don't mock the players. We don't ridicule the players, because we do sports journalism in the purest form, where we respect the players. We know the efforts and discipline put behind the players, the things they do, and we respect the game. So it's just disappointing that the people who do a lot of cringe content, who do a lot of derogatory stuffs against the players, especially mocking them, creating memes them, and they themselves calling themselves as live streaming or watch-alongs. That's absolutely disappointing, especially with the viewers consuming their content, because they get views of thousands and thousands, and we getting views of around 500 after a 3 hour stream. That's disappointing, but I believe in the universe and I believe in you all. Definitely the things will change. People will come back to real sports journalistic streamers and real content there, and not just some creator who just puts in memes and gets in a flooding in of thousands and thousands of viewers here. So that's the story behind my journey, my battles with 5 cancers, and that's the reason I'm starting in YouTube, and hope you're enjoying it, and hope you'll be supporting me all along the journey. So please hit the subscribe button, because that will mean a lot to me. And also, given any feedback, negative or positive, I'll definitely take it as a critical, constructive criticism, because I want to grow as an individual, want to grow as a sports person, and want to do a better job on this channel here. So 8 runs coming off the first 5 balls of Little here, and Amir is now 5 runs short of a well-deserved half century here. Little running in to bowl to Amir, and he cuts it towards the third man region, and that'll just be 1 run there. Yet another good over for Ireland here. Just 9 run coming off it, and now the run rate now climbing above 14.5. This is going to be an intense chase. This would require someone to play a knock once in a lifetime for Oman to take them home today. The run rate has been extremely climbing with every dot ball, with every over, and it's now 14.55 the required run rate. And Amir Khalim is on 46 of 24 with a strike rate of 191.6. And Hamad Mirza, he's struggling out there in the middle to time the ball. He is less than a runner ball, especially in this case. That's not something you want from your batter there. He's on 21 of 23 balls, and that's extremely disappointing to see that on the scorecard. I hope he makes amends and plays some shots here to compensate on his low strike rate there. Tector is now into the attack. He's into bowl to Amir Khalim here. Can this be a big over? That'll just be 1 run there for Amir. Just hitting towards the right of the wicket keeper there. That's a wonderful ball angling towards the batter, and he tucks it away, and it goes on towards trying to tuck it away towards the short fine leg fielder there, only managing to hit it on his legs, and the ball going towards the right of the keeper there, and the bat is having sufficient time to cross over for a single there. Hamad 21 of 23. Can he target this over? He needs to get going. The run rate is climbing steeply. 21 of 23 is not something you want, especially in this sort of a stage. This time a well-flighted delivery outside the off stump, and Hamad tries to go big down the wicket, but that will be just 1 bounce into the fielder there, coming in from long off region. Great fielding there, and he releases the ball back quickly into the bowler. Towards the bowler. That'll just be 1 run there. Hamad has been struggling to find the middle of the bat. He has been struggling to generate the power behind the shot. The ball was meant to be hit, but he's just managed to hit it on the bounce to the fielder there at long off region. Tector to Amir, who's 3 runs short of a well-deserved half century here. And he's running in, and wonderfully bowled ball angling into the batter there, gripping the surface, and the ball turning into the batter, and he's happy to tap it towards the point fielder, and Oman 79 for 2. Amir there asking for a fresh pair of gloves, and will the new pair of gloves bring in change of fortunes for Amir and Omar here? 79 for 2. A big game coming tomorrow. India taking on Pakistan tomorrow 6 p.m. That is going to be a big contest there. So stay tuned for more action from Sporting Beyond Cancer. I hope you hit the subscribe button and I hope you hit the no bell icon so that you don't miss out on any notification there. This time banks it in shot and Hamad rocks back and this time finds the boundary. Finally Hamad finding a boundary there, rocks back and goes over the cover fielder and well wide off the fielder, running in from the wrong off region and the ball going into the boundary there. That'll be 4 runs. That should do a word of good for Hamad there. That should bring back his confidence there. He has been struggling to time the ball there and this boundary should definitely bring some respite into Hamad's batting here. 26 of 25 now and Oman requiring 153 from 62 balls. This time wonderfully flighted and the ball angling into the batter there. All he can do is tap it towards the mid-wicket region and the bowler running towards it and collecting the ball and the batters having sufficient time to cross over for 1 run there. 8 runs coming off Tector's first 5 balls and Oman requiring 152 from 61 balls. Tector this time banks it a little bit short and he's cut it through the point region. Wonderful fielding there in the point region. The batters had to scamper for a quick single. He wonderfully puts in the dive towards his left, fields the ball and has a shy at the stumps in the bowler's hand. The bowler collecting the ball and whipping the bail, but Amir just managing in time as he scampers to complete the single there. So that should be the end of the over. 85 for 2 after 10 overs. That's the halfway stage in this chase here. So 85 for 2, Amir Khalil batting on 49 unbeaten of 27 balls. Hamad Mirza struggling out there in the middle, 27 from his 26 balls. The partnership now 61 of 44 and the required run rate now just above 15 there, 15.1 there. To all the listeners out there, I hope you hit the subscribe button and I hope you're enjoying the commentary at the Sports Beyond Cancer here. And please ensure you drop a comment in the chat box here. We are eagerly waiting for your comment here. We are eagerly waiting to have a conversation with you guys. Whom are you rooting for today? Or at least send in from where are you watching today? From which place are you watching the game today? Or from which place are you listening to the stream today? That will be definitely motivating for us because that will make us feel like that we are talking to a person and not just to a camera out here. So please ensure if you're enjoying the stream, drop in a chat because that will mean the world to us. 151 required from 60 balls as McCarthy is back into his second over. Amir 1 run short of 50. This time banks it in short and he guides it towards the third man region and that will be a 50 for Amir here. 50 of 28 balls. He lifts his helmet and he celebrates, raises his bat and he kisses his helmet and a wonderful 50 for Amir. 28 ball 50 here with a strike rate of 178.57. Wonderful batting there by the left-hander there. He's brought his 50 of 28 balls. He's led the chase for Oman here. He's kept the hopes alive, but that wouldn't be enough. Hamad at the other end struggling there. 27 of 26 balls. He needs to get a move on. He needs to hit some boundaries here. He's been consuming balls and the strike rate is pretty hurting there to see on the scorecard. This time angled into the batter. Hamad shuffles across the off stump and he would require more shots like this. The ball sailing over the fielder there in the deep mid-wicket region and that will be a 6 there for Hamad. Can he get going? Will this shot bring more confidence into Hamad? Is this a change of Hamad here? Can he shift gears just like he did in the previous ball here? He shuffles across to the off stump and the ball was angled into the bowler. A fuller length delivery, batter beg your pardon, and he goes over the fielder there who was stationed in the deep mid-wicket region and the ball a 79-meter 6 there for Hamad. This will bring back hopes for Oman and Hamad. They need much more of this if they are having to make something out of this game here. Once again McCarthy running in. Once again poor ball straying down the leg and probably leg bias and into the boundary for 4. I'm not sure if he got a bat, but that'll be 4 runs there. Oh, there he is. He has got a bat. The umpire signaling just 4 runs there. No leg bias there. 10 runs for Hamad here. Well. Hamad has started to make amends for his slow start. He's finally looking to score boundaries here. He's no more looking to rotate the strike here. That should be approach here. He's set his eye in. He's stayed long enough for 27 balls. Now he needs to shift the gears and take Oman to the next phase of this game. 37 from 28. He's slowly getting moving on here. 96 for 2. McCarthy running in. He's banged it in short, and the ball was angled into the body. Was climbing on the batter, never in the position to play the pull shot, somehow managing to hit it towards the wide of the mid-on fielder there, and the batter's having time to complete the one run there. Well, still waiting for your comments in the chat box, folks. Please drop in a comment. At least let us know from where you're watching the stream, from which place you're watching the stream, so that we would feel like that we are talking to some people and not just talking to a camera out here. McCarthy bangs it in short this time. Amir has been hauled out in the deep, in the deep fine leg region there. McCarthy bowling it in short, and Amir in no position to play the pull shot, and he still goes along with the pull shot. No control on that shot. He was in no position to play it. He was in an uncomfortable position as he goes to play the pull shot, and the ball lurking in the air, and the fielder in the deep fine leg region. He's had his eyes on the ball till the end. The ball was dying on him, and he safely pouches the catch, and that's a wicket there for McCarthy and Ireland. And the Irish fans in the stands are extremely happy as McCarthy is extremely elated out there as he pumps his fist in the air, and Amir Kalim will be dismissed for a well played 50 runs of 29 balls. He's done his contribution there for the team. It's now for the rest of the players to stand up to the occasion, to stand up in the stage. And Amir Kalim has to be depart for 50 of 29. He's batted beautifully there right since the start of the innings. He's played the wonderful shots over the cover region, wonderful sweep shots, and he's managed to score 2 sixes out there with a strike rate of 172.41. And McCarthy picking up his first wicket of this day. He was expensive in the first over. He went for a couple of boundaries in this over, but a great comeback by McCarthy to pick up the well settled Amir there, which brings in Vinayak Shukla, the wicket keeper batsman of Oman, right out there in the middle in Colombo here. 97 for 3 after 10.5 overs. The required run rate climbing over 15 here. Hamad just starting to get a move on. He started his innings slow, but he's managed to pick up 2 boundaries in this over. Vinayak on strike, yet to get off the mark. And this time banged in short. The ball was climbing on the batter, and it climbs above the outstretched hands of the jumping wicket keeper there, and that will be freebie runs there for Oman. They will be extremely happy to have it on board, and that will be 1 for the over and plus 4 wides there. Poor bowling there by McCarthy. He banged it in short. He wanted to surprise the new batter out there. Good thinking there, but he banged it in too short, and the ball was climbing over the batter, over the keeper's outstretched hands. It was way above the batter there. Poor shot selection, poor ball there, and the keeper, the captain, wouldn't be happy there. This time, good length ball, well bowled, angled into the batter there. On the batter, taps it towards the bowler, and that will be the end of the over. After the end of the 11th over, 102 for 1, 102 for 3. The score here for Oman. Oman will be definitely happy with the way they are going with the run rate, and they will be extremely happy with your the way it has been going till now. But the wickets in the wickets column is the only concern for them. That will be definitely hurting them. So let's see what's in store for us, and how the thing progresses over the time as we go into the next phase of this game here. George Dockrell. Well, he's the man I was looking for. Can he be impressive like the way he's always been throughout this tournament? This time Hamad has tucked it away towards the deep mid-wicket fielder there, and the batters coming back for 2 runs, gently taps it in between those 2 fielders, and they come back for 2 runs there. Sensible cricket here, respecting the good ball and making the most of it by picking 2 runs there. George Dockrell, well flighted delivery, and too short to cut there, and he's cut it towards the point fielder there. That will be a dot ball here. This time angling it into the pads, and he tucks it away towards the once again towards the mid-wicket region there. Throw coming in from the deep, but the batters scampering there finally. That'll be 2 more runs there for the Oman batters out there in the middle. 130 from 51. Dockrell, 3 balls into his spell, none for 4. And to all the folks who just joined in on Sports Beyond Cancer, hope you're enjoying it and hope you're enjoying the live cricket. This cricketing spectacle has been wonderful, especially in this ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2026. This time he tucks it away towards the short fine leg fielder there. And the batter scampering for a quick single there. So I hope you're enjoying the cricketing spectacle in this ongoing tournament. Wonderful games, wonderful contests. Zimbabwe winning against Australia, Nepal almost pulling away a chase against England, Netherlands almost defeating Pakistan there, and then Italy, the debutants here, winning their first ever ICC match here, defeating Nepal by a 10-wicket win with 7.5, almost close to 7.5 overs to spare. Lot of stories, lot of history in the making, and a lot of stories that we can tell to other people, and a lot of cricketing successes from associate nations here. This time Vinayak tries to go inside out. The ball was angling into the batter there. He's hit it straight towards the hands of the cover fielder there. Tries to go inside out, hit it straight into the hands of the cover fielder there, and he will have to go. Poor batting there. That was flighted into the right hander. No control of the shot there. He steps out, goes inside out, and hits it straight into the hands there. Beautifully bowled delivery there. Josh Dockrell, he's someone who's impressed me in this tournament. He's someone who's impressed me with his left arm spins. He looks like a replica of his bowling looks like a replica of Mitchell Santner. He's calm, his action is smooth, and the way he bowls, especially from the release point of his height, wonderful stuff there from Josh Dockrell. Here he is once again proving himself for Ireland there. So that is 107 for 3, 107 for 4 after 11.5 overs. The first wicket for Josh Dockrell of this afternoon here. Mohammad Nadeem, the new batter, the 43-year-old player from Oman, is out there in the middle. 107 for 4. The run rate is climbing steeply here. What can Hamad do here? Hamad and Nadeem this time. Dockrell angling into the pads, and he tucks it away towards the short fine leg fielder there, and they will cross over for an easy single there. And with that, the end of the 12th over, 108 for 4. Oman, they require 128 runs of the next 8 overs, which is 48 balls. This could be a tough asking for any team, not just Oman. And this could be someone will have to play out of the skin to win this game for Oman here. Someone will have to play a knock of the lifetime to take Oman home today. Well, we never know. Cricket is a funny game. Cricket is a unpredictable game. Sometimes it could be uncruel. It could be cruel too, especially because it's a game of thin margins. A boundary here, a couple of miss hits here, and the game could sway. Anyway, this time he bowls in a little, and Nadeem is in no position to play the shot. He is completely in no position to play the shot, and that will just be a dot ball there. Little running into bowl to Nadeem here. It was a little bit short, and Nadeem goes for the pull shot. No power behind the shot. Straight down the throat of the fielder there at deep square leg region there. Easily caught there. The fielder didn't have to move. All he had to do was spread his palms and poach onto the catch, latch on to the catch, and Joshua Little having his first wicket of the day. A slow bouncer that was climbing into the batter, and Nadeem pulling it away in the air. No power behind that shot. Didn't get a good connection there. And Joshua Little getting his first wicket of this day. And he has his hands up in the air celebrating the fall of the wicket of Mohammad Nadeem. Mohammad Nadeem falling for 1 run. Doesn't trouble the scorers much today. And it's 108 for 5. And Oman are in deep trouble here. They have completely lost the plot since the fall of Amir here. The run rate now inching towards 17 runs an over. And this could be a tough asking for Oman to make something out of this match here. Jitin Ramanandi is out there in the middle for Oman now. 128 from 46. Well, this is not a good sign for Oman here. Poor shot there from Nadeem. He had to make the early walk back to the pavilion there. Joshua Little extremely elated after taking that wicket there. His first wicket of the day. Afternoon, beg your pardon. Chat box is waiting for your messages. Please drop in the message. That would mean the world to us. That would mean as an acknowledgement for the effort we have put in the stream all through this time. So please drop in any message you want in the chat box there. This time banged in shot outside the off stump, and Jitin driving it towards the sweeper cover region, and the fielder there from the backward point region running towards his left and cutting the ball, and that'll just be 1 run there. He's off the mark there. Amir Khalim was wonderful for Oman. He's the only batter who showed some positive intent with the bat there. He looked lethal there, but unfortunate he got out. And since then, it has been a downfall story for Oman there. Little running in this time, angling down the leg. And will this go for a boundary in the deep fine leg region? Wonderfully fielded there by the fielder. Dives to his right, fields the ball, rolls onto his back, and quickly gets back to throw the ball back to the keeper there. No chance for second run there. Beautiful fielding there out in the deep, and that'll just be 1 run for the batters there. I hope you all are enjoying this live stream. I hope you all are enjoying. More importantly, I hope you are all enjoying this ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2026. This has been a cricketing spectacle for me as a cricket fan, and I hope you too feel the same way. What a wonderful tournament it has been on the cards. I mean, this has been a wonderful tournament where the wickets have been extremely good. I mean, I was extremely surprised. It's not just supporting spin. Even the pacers have been bowling wonderful, especially when you use those variations. A lot of skill sets brought in by different players. A lot of talent we have been seeing through the games. A lot of talent seen especially through the associate teams too. And Zimbabwe beating Australia, and Italy creating history by winning the first ever ICC game. This has a lot of stories within the last few days, and that's the reason this has been a cricketing bonanza and spectacle for all the cricketing fans out there. This time banged in shot outside the off stump. He goes for the wild swipe across the offside, and he misses the ball. The ball was climbing on him, and that'll just be a dot ball to end the over. After the end of the 13th over, 111 for 5 Oman here. I hope you all have hit the subscribe button and clicked on the bell notification so you are aligned with whatever posts or videos or anything that we post on this channel, so that you don't miss out on anything, and we stay connected long term, as we are going to build a community sports beyond cancer to show the people that resilience and not giving up goes a long way. And this is my way of fighting with my life. 5 cancers at the age of 33, and I don't want to give up on my passion just because I had cancer. I mean, the last 2.5 years I had to give up because there was no other way I could go to the ground and cover any sports. But this time I found something that I could manage from the my home during my recovery, that is logging on to YouTube and doing this part of my journey and continuing my passion there. So I could have done this a couple of years ago, or probably a year ago, but it always takes time, and it always has to come at the right time. And now that because I am under remission, my head is a little bit clear now, so I can focus and dedicate some time to do this. And I hope I'm doing justice to you all, and I hope I'm doing justice to the sporting community and contributing to promote the sports in the community and encourage the active participation amongst the youth as well as the adults there. So here you go, Humphreys into his third over. He's bowling to Jatinder, and Jatinder shuffles across to the offside and drags it down towards the long on field there. Nothing more than one run there. So please hit that subscription button, because that will mean the world to us. And thank you for being a part of Sports Beyond Cancer here. $112 for 5 after 13.2, 124 required from 40. This time wonderfully bowled there from Humphreys. Wonderfully bowled, tossed it in the air, the ball pitching on leg stump and turning away from the batter, and the batter chopping on the ball onto his bats, and the ball rolls back to the bowler there. That will be a dot ball there. This time wonderfully bowled, angling into the batter, onto the bat's hand. He is tucked it away towards the deep mid-wicket region, and the batter's coming back for second run. Poor running there, and it's a clear run out there. The batter was nowhere in the picture there. That will probably be the last nail in the coffin. An unwanted run out. Is this the end of Hamad, who was on 46 of 37? What just happened out there? What just happened? Completely suicidal out there in the middle. He tapped the ball, and Hamad tapped the ball, and the batters were looking in for the second run. As soon as Hamad crossed the halfway pitch, Ramanandi sold him out. He declined him for the second run. An absolute shocker, and Hamad will be extremely frustrated with himself. There he is, throwing his bat away as soon as he enters the dugout. He's frustrated, Hamad out there. Poor cricket there from Ramanandi there. Hamad tapping the ball towards the mid-wicket, and he made the call for the second run, and Ramanandi responding back to the call for the second run. And as soon as Hamad crossed the halfway pitch, Ramanandi turning back and declining the second run, and the throw coming in at the bowler's end, and Hamad was sold there, out, stranded there in the middle in no man's land. He was in no picture there. He was just out of the frame, in the run out frame there, and he will be absolutely devastated, rightly, as you saw on your screens. As soon as he makes his way into the dressing room, he throws away his bat in frustration, venting out his frustration from the poor call and the poor cricket there from Ramanandi. Hamad Mirza dismissed for 46 there. He is being run out, and that will be the end of the hope for Oman there. Probably the final nail in the coffin there in this game. And Hamad Mirza run out for 46. The throw coming in from Curtis Camphor, and Harry Tector collecting it and whipping the bails off. That brings the end of Hamad Mirza. The score now 113 for 6 after 13.4 overs. And the umpires calling in for the drinks break. To all the gentlemen who just joined us, hope you're enjoying the cricket, especially the cricket being hosted by the co-hosted by India and Sri Lanka here, the 2026 edition of this World Cup here. And I hope you all are doing good, and hope you're enjoying the cricketing spectacle throughout the tournament, and hope you're enjoying our live stream here. So please drop in your feedback on this channel, because as I said earlier, I used to cover it from the ground. This time is the first time I'm covering it from the YouTube or the virtual platform. So I need your feedback. Whatever it is, please let us know in the comment section, because that will aim us to improvise ourselves, because that will help me to learn each day, because growth is an integral factor. More than growth, learning every single day, even by 1% or 0.5%, is extremely critical to me. So that's the reason I'm asking you to put that comment in the chat box to let us know and give us your feedback about how this live streaming has been, or because we have been unable to generate those numbers. We have got 800 views in the past 3 hours or so, and we see the other content creators getting 50,000 and 60,000 views in the past 3 hours. But they do cringe content. But we are just focusing on professional sports commentary here. We don't want to do any cringe content because I've always been a sports person all through my life. I've always been a voucher for sports journalism because I've always been a sports journalist during my career. All the past 6.5 to 7.5 years, being a sports journalist throughout the globe, especially in New Zealand and India. So never gonna do a ridiculous player, never going to create a meme on a player just to ridicule him. So that's my story. So please, I'm just confused why we are not able to get the numbers. Any feedback, positive or negative, will be taken in the right spirit. So please do let us know in the chat box there. Humphreys here this time, bowling into Nadeem Khan, and he cuts it away towards the point field there. And that will be a dot ball, and 114 for 6 after the end of the 14th over. Big game coming out there. England taking on Scotland there in the Group C clash today at the City of Joy, Kolkata there. That will be an interesting game. I hope you guys have already hit the bell icon to listen to a commentary once again for that game there. Joshua Little once again bangs it in shot, and all Jatinder can do is hit it high in the air. The ball is lurking in the air. No distance there. Only aerial height there, and the ball safely being caught by the mid off fielder there. He positioned himself comfortably, and he would take the catch even in his sleep there. An easy dismissal there, and Joshua Little will be getting his second wicket of the afternoon here. Oman are extremely crippling now under pressure. They have lost the plot, and they are 114 for 7 of 14.1. Catch taken by Mark Adair. Bowl Joshua Little. Jatinder Ramanandi dismissed for 3 runs of 6 balls. That's the scenario out here, gentlemen. Thank you for being here on Sports Beyond Cancer. This was a one-off game where the Irish took away the game completely from the opposition here. I mean, to all the listeners who just joined in or who missed the action in the first half of this innings, 70 runs were scored of the last 19 balls. 70 runs were scored of the last 19 balls, and that powered Ireland to 235. There you go. And the momentum they carried, especially after those 19 balls into this chase, was simply wonderful. It was just a bounce off effect from there, and they were, apart from Amir and lately Hamid, who initially struggled, Hamad or Mirza, who initially struggled, no one could put up a positive score out there for Oman there. And that's the storyline which you can see on your screens with the score evident there. 114 for 7 from 14.1 overs. 122 required from 34 balls, and this is almost a sinking ship, and just the final nail in the coffins to be done here. The Irish fans happy there in the stands. This could be an interesting table here. This is interesting table here, yeah, especially with Zimbabwe winning against Australia. The tables come alive here. This could be a wonderful table to watch out for in the ongoing World Cup. Especially the game of Zimbabwe versus Ireland is going to be extremely exciting here. Zimbabwe have managed to win 2 out of 2, as well as Sri Lanka, who's won 2 out of 2. So let's see how they progress, how the things transpire in this group here. This is going to be an interesting contest between the bat and ball here. Wonderful stuff here. The mighty Australians completely outplayed by Zimbabwe yesterday. Blessing Mazarbani, what a blessing he's been for Zimbabwe. An absolute real blessing in disguise. Wonderful bowling there from the fast bowler there. Lethal as ever. This time Little picking up his 3rd wicket of the afternoon. The ball angling into the batter and crashing into the leg stump, and Joshua Little all elated, and so are the Irish fans. They are on the toes in the stands. This was angling into the batter, and he moves his front leg across and tries to have a wild swipe across the line. You miss, I hit kind of a situation for Joshua Little, and he's missed it. And Joshua Little crashing the ball into the leg stump there. Nadeem Khan has to depart for a duck there, and that'll be 115 for 8. And it seems like things will fold early in this game here. 115 for 8 after the end of after 14.4 overs. That's the story out there from the middle. Oman looking towards defeat here. 121 runs required in 32 balls. That's going to be a tough asking. The Irish are definitely going to take the game home today. This is going to be an interesting contest. To all the viewers who just joined us earlier this morning, Oman won the toss and put the opposition Ireland into bat. Ireland didn't have a good start. They had a decent start, and suddenly they were at 66 for 4, and then walked in Delaney and along with the captain Tucker, they put on a 100+ run partnership to take them to somewhere around 160 or 170 by the end of the 17th over. And then walks in Dockrell, and he smashed 9 ball 35 runs unbeaten. And then Tucker, who was still then playing second fiddle to Delaney, suddenly in the last 10 balls he also managed to score 35 runs of the last 10 balls he faced, and 70 runs coming off the last 19 balls, powering Ireland to 235. A huge psychological advantage coming into the stage, especially with the number, not just with the number, but also with the 970 runs put up in the last 3 overs. Joshua Little there picking up his 3rd wicket. He would be extremely delighted with his performance. He was given in the ball later through the innings. He did not get to open the bowling today, but he's come back with great intent. He's shown his class there. Last ball of the 15th, and straying down the leg, and that'll be a wide ball. He would have to re-bowl the ball once again. The umpire flexing his arms there. He's picked up 3 for 16. He has one more ball left in his spell here. Can he get a 4 for year? He would love a 4 for year to end on a high note, to end this spell on a high note, to end his contribution towards the team today on a high note here. So can he get a 4 for year? 116 for 8, 14.5 overs. That's the scenario out there in the middle there. Little running in for one last time in this innings. And it was a good length delivery, shaping away from the batter there. And he taps it towards the wide of point region, but there won't be any run there. That'll be a dot ball to end the over after the end of 16. 116 for 8. Oman here. So wonderful matches coming tonight here in the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2026. Let's have a look at the schedule here. The City of Joy will be welcoming England versus Scotland, which is due to start in about 45 or 47 minutes. And then we have the big game of the night today, live coming in from the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad. England, New Zealand taking on South Africa. That's going to be a good contest. Both of them bat deep. Both of them have a lot of all-rounders amongst this mix. And with the likes of power-hitting openers that New Zealand have opted for this tournament. I mean, no one in the world thought that both Tim Seifert and Finn Allen could open the innings for New Zealand because they used to always think that Conway or Rachin Ravindra would be there as openers. And both of these power hitters who definitely proved their class, especially in the last game against UAE, when both of them also managing to hit their 100th T20I international 6 in the same game. I mean, that speaks volumes about their character, that speaks volumes about their strength, and that speaks volumes about what power they bring behind their batting. And 100 T20I sixes for both your batters. That's simply wonderful in this format of this game, and that's powered New Zealand to come with that sort of a mindset, and they have walked into this tournament to play that sort of a cricket, to play fearless cricket out there in the middle. And that will be an exciting phase to watch how they counter the South African pacers who have been wonderful in this tournament. South Africa narrowly managing to win the last game against Afghanistan in the second super over of the game. That was an exciting contest. Unfortunately, I missed out on covering it because I was busy with some stuff there. And this time he's flighted the delivery, and he swipes across towards the leg stump, and the ball going one bounce into the boundary towards the mid-wicket region for 4 runs there. So that is going to be an exciting contest, especially how Lungi Ngiri has been bowling. So it will be a good contest to see between bat and ball tonight within South Africa and New Zealand, and then with the likes of Mitchell Santner and Matt Henry bowling so wonderfully. How will Quinton de Kock and Aidan Markram and co with the likes of Ryan Rickleton, who seems to be in good form, and this is going to be an equal contest here. So stay tuned for that match too, which will be live from Ahmedabad, and we will be covering that game too. So please stay tuned and hit that subscribe button and hit that bell icon on Sports Beyond Cancer here. Thank you for being here, and we are hoping that we will have a long-term association, and you will keep supporting me along the journey. You will support my fight against cancer, and you will be there for me all through the way, supporting me to become a continue this journey on a long term here. This time he's been caught and bowled. It was flighted outside the off stump, Humphreys, and the ball was in the air. The bowler had to run back about 10 yards, a couple of yards, beg your pardon, and he had to take a catch of his own bowling there. Humphreys picking up an easy catch there, running back towards of his own bowling, and the batter will have to depart there. That brings the end of the 9th wicket here for Oman here. They are en route to a big loss here against the Irish here. He's been dismissed for 4 runs. Shakil Ahmed caught and bowled Humphreys, and that will bring the last player out in the middle. 15.4 overs, 121 for 9, and Oman requiring 115 in 27 balls, which is now out of equation, out of question now. So as I was talking, a great game on the cards here. Scotland, England, and then New Zealand versus South Africa. A big day for cricketing fraternities. And then we have the India-Pakistan game tomorrow. Well, all the cricketing fans will be in for a spectacle. The next few games are going to be exciting as ever. The tournament is catching fire. It's coming to life right since Zimbabwe. Italy won against Nepal, just narrowly lost against, right since the start, to be honest, when Pakistan narrowly managed to win against Netherlands, and then Nepal giving a scare to England, and then England losing to West Indies. I mean, West Indies making a strong comeback into this tournament after losing 2 series. They have made a strong comeback into this World Cup, and they clearly showing that they are here to dominate, and they are well accustomed to this format of this game, especially the T20s. West Indies, with their batters having a lot of experience, playing across the franchises, across the globe. And here is the last wicket in for Oman here. He Faisal out in the middle. He tucks the ball towards the mid-wicket region, and the wicket keeper happy to run and collect the ball as the batters cross for a single there. I hope all your listeners enjoyed the commentary there. Please show in your support through the chat box there. A couple of messages, acknowledgement, or probably even a feedback on the commentary or the game here, whatever you like, because that will make me feel like that I have been talking to people out there and not just to my camera, not just to my computer here. That would mean the world to me. Please drop in your comment in the chat box. This time Humphreys, a full-length delivery. He goes inside out, and he's managed to clear the infield, and the ball going towards the cover boundary region and just stopping before the boundary ropes there, and the fielder there running in from the infield, tracing back and collecting the ball and throwing it back to the keeper. Just 2 runs for the batter there after the end of the 16th over. 124 for 9, Oman there. So please hit that subscribe button, and also please drop in your feedback, because that will improve us. That will give me a hope to continue this journey, because that will give me a hope to wake up each day as I go through the remission phase and my plastic surgeries, and that will be extremely motivate me to continue this fight, to not give up on my fight, and to never give up on my passion for continuing sports journalism, which cancer had taken away from me for the past 2.5 years. So thank you for being here. So please drop in your chat in the comment in the chat box there. $124 for 9, 236, 16 overs. The target 236. The Irish fans in the camp extremely happy out there. Mark Adair has been brought into the attack. 2 overs, none for 24. He's been expensive today. He was on the wrong end of the game when Amir was hitting the bowlers apart. and he's banged it in short and he's tucked it away towards the mid-wicket region, and the batter happy to cross over single here. 125 for 9 of 16.1 overs. That's the scenario out there. That's the situation out there in the middle here at the Sinhalese Sports Club in Colombo here. Markade, a slower bouncer there, and the batter was expecting the ball to climb on him, but it just kept low. The bowler rolling the fingers on the ball there, completely deceiving the batter there, and that'll be a dot ball there. The batter is all smiles there. He failed to read the change of pace on the ball. All he can do is smile now. The game is well done and dusted, and he's not to be blamed. I mean, he's a number 11 batter there. He's just enjoying his time out there. 125 for 9. This time banged in short. He goes for the pull, and the ball flies off the top edge. A couple of bounces towards the deep square leg fielder there. No connection. Good connection on the bat there. And 126 for 9 after 16.3 there. Ireland will be getting their first win of this tournament here. They will be happy to get the points on board in this table, and they will be eager to put up a great performance against Zimbabwe in the next game. When they take on Zimbabwe, I think they take on Zimbabwe. I think in Kandy, I guess. Yes, I'm sure they take on Zimbabwe in Kandy, I guess. This time he's hit it for a boundary there. Faisal there. Mark, he's been expensive today, and he's been smashed for yet another boundary there. 4 runs coming off the blade of Faisal there. It was a cross seam delivery, I guess, and a full length delivery, and he goes straight over the bowler's head into the boundary ropes. That was hit wonderfully well over the chipped in over the bowler's head, and the ball rolling away towards the boundary fence there. 4 runs there for Faisal there. 131 for 9. Can Markade get a wicket here? Is bowled in a short pitch delivery, and the ball has been pulled towards the deep fine leg field there. He fumbles the ball, and the fielder coming in from the deep square leg collects the ball, and the batters will have to be content with just 1 run there. Both the batters putting a smile on the face. They know nothing can be done now, and that's not their responsibility. The batters had to do the bulk of the scoring there, and they're just enjoying the moment out there in the middle now. Markade running in. He's running in to bowl to Sufyan. Can he get his first wicket? He's been pulled once again. This time the ball's gone fine away from the deep fine leg fielder there. That'll be 4 runs to end the over. Once again, an expensive over for Markade. He's been expensive this afternoon. He's 3 overs, none for 36, and once again he's been expensive in this over. 132 for 9 after 17 overs. 136 for 9 after 17 overs, and Markade giving away 12 runs off the over, and he's gone for 12 runs in over 3 overs, none for 36. He will be extremely disappointed with the way he's been bowling. Erratic line and erratic length there, and he's been taken to the stands by the Oman batters there. I hope you all have hit subscribe button on this channel here, so that you stay tuned for more cricketing and sporting actions. We will not just be covering cricket, we'll be covering sporting verticals across the globe. This is just a start for us because this is a learning curve. I'm just starting to learn the tools of YouTube and how to use the tech around me and the resources, the limited resources around me. So this is just a starting curve, learning curve. So I'll be covering a lot of sports, including the likes of football, hockey, tennis, and probably basketball and Formula One too. Soon, pretty soon. This is just a work in progress. This is just an experiment until we reach the 500 subscribers, and then we will be taking it seriously to take it to the next level, so that I can invest in some gear, some tech, some professional light, or something like that. And then we'll be kickstarting as soon as we build a community, as soon as I get that hope that people are there to support me, as soon as I start believing back in the universe, especially after getting 5 cancers at the age of 33. The universe has its back, and that's the reason it has brought me back to this sort of a platform here, and probably this is the opening gate for me, a revival of me after suffering my 5th cancer for the past 2.5 years. So that's the story here. 137 for 9 after 17.2. The target 236 here. McCarthy 1 for 30 of 2.2 overs, and the target 236 here. And Sufyan and Faisal enjoying the time out there in the middle, as they generally wouldn't get so many balls to play in an game, given that they are number 10 and number 11. But here they have a lot of balls at their disposal, and they're just enjoying the time, realizing that the target is well out of the chase, and they're just enjoying the moment out there. McCarthy this time wonderfully bowled outside the off stump, and the batters tried to cut it, but he's missed it completely, and that'll just be a dot ball. Sufyan Mahmood 9 of 9 run a ball innings there. Can he hit a couple of boundaries that can bring a smile on his face once again and reduce the deficit for Oman, most importantly there. McCarthy banks it in short, and he pulls it away, and the ball is going towards the deep mid-wicket region. Fielder stationed out there in the deep. That'll just be 1 run. For a moment there, I was excited that the ball was going away towards the boundary, but nevertheless, just 1 run there. Good shot there from Sufyan. Windy. The wind has started to pick its pace in Colombo there. McCarthy, can he pick up his 2nd wicket of the afternoon here? He's running in this time from over the wicket. A slower bouncer. The batter was in no man's land, no position to pull the shot. Fortunately, he's adjusted his stance in the last moment and managing to get some bat onto it as he guides it towards the deep fine leg fielder there. That'll just be 1 run. 139 for 9 after 17.5 overs. The target 236 here. The target is well out of their hands now. It's just a formality to complete those 2 overs or pick up the last wicket that's been out in the middle there for quite some time now. Tucker will definitely want to bowl them out to get a better run rate and to win by a bigger margin there. McCarthy running in to bowl to Sufyan. Once again banged in short. This time he goes for the pull, and he's taken wonderfully by Ross Adair, going backwards towards his left from the mid-on region, and McCarthy picking up his second wicket. The ball was climbing on him. Sufyan going for the pull and only managing to hit it just over the left of the fielder stationed at the mid-on region, and this will be a big win for Ireland. They celebrate, the fans in the stands celebrate with beer in the hand. Ireland winning by 96 runs. That's a big victory here for Tucker, especially after Paul Stirling was injured, and he came in as the stand-in captain here, and he's led the side wonderfully, not just with the ball, not just with the field, but also with the bat. He took the responsibility to take Ireland to a safe score. He came into the situation when they were at 66 for 4, and he and Delaney stitching a partnership, a 100-run plus partnership there, and then Tucker still staying on in the middle, ensuring that they cross the 200 mark, and with the likes of Dockrell coming in the end, he powers the Irish to 235. What a captain's knock. What a captain's statement here from Tucker here. He's proving himself to the management that he's a captain material, then he's a leader, and he's a prospect leader for Ireland in the future. So that's it from the game here in Colombo here. Ireland winning the game by 96. A great batting effort there from Delaney too. He came in and took the pressure off Tucker's shoulders there. He came in and started hitting the ball right from the word go, and he is scoring a beautiful 50 off I think he scored 56 or something of 30 balls, and then the stage was set for the final onslaught, and Josh Dockrell and Lorcan Tucker scoring 70 runs of the last 19 balls, powering Ireland to 235. And in reply, Oman were never in the chase. Amir Karim showed in a bit of fight there, scoring 50 of 29 balls, and Hamad Mirza, who was struggling for most part of the innings, playing a run-a-ball knock, then suddenly finding the momentum in the end. But unfortunately, he was sold, and he was sold down the line by Jatinder Ramanandi as he ran him out, and Hamad Mirza was run out for 46. And after that, it was just a formality in the batting order as Ireland completed a 96-run win. And in the bowling there, Matthews Humphreys bowled wonderfully, 2 for 27, and no wicket there for Marketer. He was expensive today, 3 overs, none for 36. And Barry McCarthy picking up 2 for 32 of his 3 overs. Gareth Delaney 2 overs, none for 13. And Joshua Little, wonderful left arm pace bowling today, 4 overs, 3 wickets for 16 runs. He was exceptional today. He was clinical. And Josh Dockrell picking up just 1 wicket of his 1 over, giving away just 6 runs. So that's the scenario out there. Ireland winning here in this Group B encounter in Colombo at the Sinhalese Sports Club here. So if you've enjoyed this live stream, please drop in your feedback. That will mean the world to us. And please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and also share with your friends and family, and to all the sports fanatics who want to listen to a real sports stream, and not just a sports stream which is meant for entertainment, where they put all the memes and all the ridicule the players. So thank you for being a part of Sports Beyond Cancer. This is Saurav Vittalmurthy. Thank you for supporting my cause. Thank you for supporting my fight, and thank you for making me believe in myself, and thank you for making me believe in this fight against cancer. So thank you everyone for the wonderful time we had in the past few hours during this stream. I hope you grab your lunch quickly, and we shall be back for the next game. A big game on our cards here. England taking on Scotland in the City of Joy in Kolkata. We'll be back soon, and please don't forget to tune in back to Sports Beyond Cancer, and enjoy the moment of cricket that we share here. So that's it from me. Hope you're doing good, and we'll be back soon. Thank you, and have a wonderful day ahead.